let your light shine. That's the powerful message. Don't have any negative thoughts. Develop a very positive feeling about who you are. And work for the gold stars and the silver stars that I see that you have in the school hallway. This is a wonderful school, a great example of great teachers and good students who really care. The second lesson that I learned on the truck related to empty baskets. It kind of goes like this. Now, I'm 12 years old, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And my father stops on East Avenue in Rochester, and there's a lady on the 3rd floor. And I had to carry all the baskets up the stairs for her, and I came back to the truck. My father said, "Where are the empty baskets?" And I said, "Oh, I forgot them, Pa." He said, "Well, go get them. You know they're worth a nickel." Now, all this time I'm on this truck, most of the time I'm only saying, "Yes, Pa, yes, Pa, yes, Pa." When am I going to let him know how I feel? And I thought, this is the time I'm going to let him know how I feel. And it went like this. "Pa, why can't we get them day after tomorrow when we come here again? After all, they're my baskets. You don't pay me a salary. I collect the empty baskets. I take them back to the public market and I sell them to the farmer. And I get 5 cents a basket, and that's $6. And I give $5.80 to Mom and keep 40 cents for myself. So why can't I make this decision?" By the way, in those days, 40 cents would buy a penny peck of gum. A nickel would buy a Coke or a candy bar. So $6 went a long way in those days. So he's at a steering wheel, when I said this, and I'm over here, and he pounds the steering wheel and says, "I don't care whose baskets they are, get them now." So I ran up to the 3rd floor and I got the baskets and I threw them on the back of the truck, and I was really, really angry. And I thought to myself, should I slam the door and let him know how mad I am? Should I slam the door?
Yeah. No.
How many want me to slam the door? How many don't want me to slam the door? Well, it's about half and half. And maybe half of you are thinking, "Pow, my father might hit me." Well, my father never hit me, but, and I think my father was thinking to himself, this 12-year-old kid has been on this truck for 4 years, and the only thing I ever heard from him is "Yes, Pa," and he just said something that maybe the kid's got a brain, because it made sense. So he's like this, he's going, "You hate this work, don't you?" Now, we used to go to church on Sunday. The truck would empty out, and my 6, 7 brothers and sisters, my mother had a baby every year, up to 10 kids, and we would pile up. I was the second oldest, so we'd pile up in the back of the truck, go to church. My father wants an answer, an honest answer. I'll give him an honest answer. "Yes, I hate this work." And he said, "Why do you think I do it?" And I said, "I don't know why you do it." And he said, "Fred, I do it because I don't have an education. And if you don't want to spend the rest of your life on this truck, you better bring your books and your Bible on the truck, and you better study." So at age 12, I turned the truck into a study center. I had all this free time, like 80% in the summer of 100 hours. And in the wintertime, I would study under that kerosene lamp, and the time went like this. And it's a good thing I didn't have a cell phone. It's a good thing I didn't have a connection to the internet, because I only had one choice, to study. I think if I had some of those toys, I wouldn't have become the millionaire that I became. So what happened? Wow, now I'm doing well in school, and the teacher's saying, "Hey, nice work, Freddie." I'm 16 years old, and I win I'm finishing business school in Rochester, New York. At 16, I had won a scholarship for the school, and I was number 1 in a class of 70, and I was a valedictorian. And then I got a job typing in a transportation company, bills and stuff that go for the truck drivers. And I was a member of the union, and I made enough money to buy my mother a house on Park Avenue in Rochester, New York, at age 17. 17, I bought my mother a house. And then I told during World War II, I told the guys who check you in that I was the head of the house, but I had to go in the service because I was 18 and I enlisted in the Navy. And the government sent a check home for my mother because I was the chief supporter of my 8 brothers and sisters. I got out of the Navy when I was 20, and then I went to school nights to get my college degree. Then I got into the coffee vending machine business, and the next thing you know, I'm 34 years old, and I'm a millionaire. Never would I have been a millionaire without the lessons I learned on my father's truck. And one of the major lessons, quick lessons, was like this. This is a third powerful lesson. Fred, I'm going back now. I'm 12 years old. Fred, you know what the golden rule is? Yes, Pa, the golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. He said, do I practice the golden rule? I said, I don't know, Pa, do you? He said, yeah, when I put the beans on the scale and I put 16 ounces, do I throw in another handful of beans to make it 17 ounces? Yes, Pa. Do I give every customer the same price? Do I give one customer one price, another customer? No, Pa. He said, when I make a mistake, do I own up to it and do I apologize to the customer? Yes, Pa. Well, Fred, if you want to be successful, then you practice the golden rule. And that's what I did in the coffee vending business. And the next thing you know, I'm building Bristol Mountain Ski Area. And the next thing you know, I'm building a village. Today, if somebody went out and took the value of what's happened in South Bristol, New York down here, we have $250 million worth of homes and golf courses and ski areas, all because I studied in the back of that truck. So those are the 3 powerful lessons. So you have choices, see? You have choices. You can decide whether or not you're going to work hard at being the best you can be. You're going to say to yourself, hey, I like who I am. I'm going to let my light shine. I'm going to fall in love with that word enthusiasm. I'm going to think about letters like P. Patience. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to practice. Nothing comes easy. I'm going to have perseverance. Perseverance, you know. Man, I'm going to hang in there no matter what up and downs I have. I'm not going to let disappointment or failure bother me. So now I'm 55 years old, and guess what? I lost it all. I lost everything that I had. What did I do with my failure? I embraced it. I learned from it. I got creative. And I tried again. And I recovered. But I want to emphasize this. Somebody raised their hand in a class and said, what kind of a car do you drive? If you're rich, if you're a millionaire. And here's what I said. It's not the kind of car I drive. It's not the kind of house I live in. It's whether or not I have an impact on one kid. One kid. Of course, I'm pretty selfish. I'm looking for a lot more than one kid with the work I'm doing now. I'm 83 years old. I'm kind of struggling with a blood cancer. They call it leukemia. But I take 1 pill a day, and here I am. And I've got my blood in control, and I want to spend the rest of my life helping kids to be the best they can be. You've been a fantastic audience. I can tell by your attention span. I want to thank you very much for the time you've given me. Thank you.
You're welcome.